Hey everybody, Tia here at B5 Designs, and I am just on to show my little Hobby Lobby haul and a very small Michael's haul. My niece had contacted me yesterday and said, have you heard anything about Hobby Lobby discontinuing their scrapbooking, all their scrapbooking stuff? And I was like, no. But I can ask my daughter-in-law's brother because, he works there. And I said, I go, why? And she said, well, I'm online. She runs an earring business. Just so you know, it's a little side hustle and she does very well. She actually has, like the store displays, the round, like when you go into a store and look at jewelry, set up at a couple of different businesses in the town she lives in. And one of is a hospital, and then she'll do special orders too. But excuse me, I had to get a drink. She uses a lot of the buttons that they have in the scrapbooking section at Hobby Lobby to make her earrings. So she was like, well, I'm online because I need to order, and everything is either out of stock or they only have, 3 or 4 or whatever. And I go, well, in the meantime, my daughter-in-law's had texted me back and said that, her brother had said, well, they're getting rid of a bunch of the scrapbooking stuff, but they're getting new stuff in. So I assume it's just, their normal end of the year getting rid of stuff, because I know usually they don't do that till after January. But I don't know, since they've kind of quit selling everything, who knows, but so that's what I think it is they're just going to get new product in, because like Happy Planner just came out with all their new planners, and I know they don't sell Happy Planner anymore, but this is another time of year that some companies come out with their new products. So that's just what I think it is. But I told her, I said, well, my Hobby Lobby started clearancing the buttons out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And she's like, well, I'm coming to town tomorrow. And I said, well, let me run to Hobby Lobby and see what they have left. And so I did. And they had moved them to the back clearance wall, the buttons. And I just took pictures of all of them and showed her what they had. And she said, she knows what sells. She said, no cherries, no donuts. And there was one other thing she said, but I'll take all the rest. And she said, buy as many as you can or whatever. So I pretty much cleaned them out. I left a few behind because she didn't. Oh, there was a lady next to me, and she was kind of getting perturbed that I was going through them, and I had to kind of go through everything, to get to the ones that she wanted. So in the end, I ended up picking up like $32 worth of buttons for my niece, and it's kind of funny because some were. I'm not going to show them because that would just make this video so long. But also on the back wall, I found, now this is my purchase, these it says glass bead mix. And I thought that it was marked down to $2.74, but I thought that they might go good in shakers or just as spacer beads. I don't know now that I'm looking at them. I think they would roll around good and give the shakers some movement. But look at the colors. They're very pretty. Do I need? No. I just wanted. And then I did grab for myself 1 pack of ladybugs. And see, these were 99 cents. And a pack of mushrooms. Some of them were 74 cents. And then a pack of cardinals. And that's all I got for myself for buttons. I'm kind of, I don't know. I haven't been creating a lot. I want to finish my Halloween book. I want to do my little cherry book. And I need to sit down and write a list of projects that I want to do. And then do my weekly planner stuff. But I'm kind of, and this will shock everyone, I'm kind of like tired of buying and not using it. So I'm kind of like, me, I don't know. I did pick this up. I can't remember if I got one, but for 49 cents, what the heck. And then I got the poodle. I've been eyeing her, and I just think she's cute. And then I got another, I think I got one of these. So I got that. I do have a ton of flowers, so I didn't need any. And that's something I'm thinking about. Maybe destashing some flowers. I have a ton. I don't know. I've never really done a destash, and I don't know if I have enough people that would watch to even make it worth my time. So I'm just not sure. But I don't have a lot of greenery, and I like this. So that was $1.49. I thought this would be cute, which was $1.74, I believe. And then I got this one. So I've been really good. I haven't been buying any. I can't even tell you the last time I bought flowers because I just haven't been using them. I like making them like with die cuts, and I've even thought about getting rid of my Cricut machines. I have the original Cricut. I have the Cricut Air Explorer 2, I think it is, and then I have a Cricut Joy, and I used my Cricut Explorer to make a banner. I don't think I've made anything else since then, and I don't even think I've used my Cricut Explorer. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to do. But anyway, all of the Paper Studio stuff was, I don't know, 40% off. I saw these. Kind of funny because I associate spiders with Halloween. So, but they were $3.99, 40% off. So, whatever. What, $2.80 or something like that. I don't know. I saw these. I don't think I have these, so I picked those up. And then I saw these, and I don't remember if these were in the Christmas section or not. I think they might have been, because this is the only Christmas thing I got, but I just think they're adorable. And then, of course, I had to get these. I'm pretty sure I don't have these, because they seemed like they were new to me. I got these, and then I got these. But what do you think, you guys? I mean, I know they're dimensional, but $4.49. But then these, I know that these are La Petites, but they're still Paper Studio. These that are kind of the squishy, not squishy, but I don't know, gummy, I don't know, were only $2.49. It's getting kind of pricey. I mean, not kinda, it is. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know because I don't know. But anyway, 40% off, possibly 50 on this one. So that's it for Hobby and the Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. I will always shop at Hobby Lobby, but I very rarely will buy anything that's not on sale. But in the big scheme of things, if you want something that's 99 cents and it's 40% off, what are you getting off of 99? Or say it's $1 and it's 40% off. I guess you're getting 40 cents off. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. And then I ran to Marshall's because I wanted, they used to have really big dog toys, and like big, and I wanted to get, I haven't announced this, but our dog Panzer passed away last Sunday. He was We've had him since he was 6 months old, so he was about 15 and a half. He was a puggle. He was a cross between a beagle and a pug and a Dachshund. And we loved him so much. We got him when my fourth son was about 15. He was 15 or 16. He was dating his wife, and that dog he saw my kids grow up. He saw my fourth son, meet his girlfriend and, get married. He saw my youngest son, the same thing, meet a girlfriend, get married. He saw, my mom. He was kind of a comfort dog to my mom when she was staying here with me after my dad died. He saw me through both the death of my mom and my dad. And he's seen us through the birth of 3 grandchildren. And so he had a very long life, and he was very, very much loved, and we miss him. But everything was getting harder for him, and he just went downhill. And I don't know. I mean, he was progressively going downhill, but we knew, like, Friday night, okay, this Thursday night or Friday, we knew, okay, we're towards the end, but it was still, we're not sure, and then over the weekend, we were like, oh no, we're going to have to call on Monday and get him in to get, put down. And our vets they're very busy, and it was like, oh, are they going to make us make an appointment and come in and have him poked and prodded? And we didn't want that at all. But so we weren't sure if we were just going to be able to say, hey, we have this dog that's very sick and we need to have him put down, and they would just make an appointment. But I also know they only do that on certain days. Very strange to me, but that's how they do it. And if there's another way that they do it and I don't know, then that's our fault. We haven't gone to this particular vet very long, but they're very nice and they're very good to the animals. They did put our dog Missy down, and they were just so wonderful. But we still had to schedule an appointment and wait a few days. I don't understand how it all works. But anyway, he passed away here at home Sunday night. We were in Elk Point at my son's house, and just as we literally got in the car, my son called and said, Panzer's passed away. And that was my thing. I didn't want him to be by himself. So I was very glad that my son was here with him. So then at Michael's, I went into Michael's. I just kind of felt like shopping, I guess. And I saw this, and she's so cute, so I had to get her. The thing about this, though, was it was $9.99. But I had a 30% off coupon that I think was applied. I'm not sure. It ended up being $3.60. But I also used I had a voucher too. So in the end, I paid $3.60 for this. And then I wanted just a small watercolor paper pad. I know I have some, but I want to do some stamping this weekend. And I'll talk about that in my next video. But I just want to do some stamping. And I think that I can, if these, I'm not going to cut them in half, but I know it's easier if you do your die cutting first and then stamp. but I don't want to do it that way. I want to go ahead and stamp and color, and I think, you know, if I have in my head where the halfway point is, I can make sure I stamp here and make sure I stamp here. But so this was, I think, $8.99, and I ended up getting it for, oh, it was $7.99, and I got it for $5.59. And then I kind of looked at this last week. Do I need another sticker, planner sticker book thingy? No, I do not, but I got one. I like this. It was, sheesh, I'm trying to see. It was regularly $19.99, and I got it. It was on sale, so it was $10.79. I don't know. I think, I don't understand how they do this, because sometimes I get my 10% senior discount and sometimes I don't. Oh, I did. Okay. So that takes it down even lower. So anyway, I ended up paying $10.79 for this. But this one is Happy Planner. It looks like they're kind of doing a different cover. And it's called Seasonal Fall. So I know this is getting kind of long, but I'm going to flip through it. You have all of these cute stickers that say Falling for Fall, Leave Me Alone. I liked that. This one, I don't know. Love Fall Best of All, I think. I'm not sure. Can't read it. Then we have Season's Greetings, and then Sweater Weather, Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. I really like this. They say Weekend Plans. I'm sorry, and then you have these leaves. Some of the coloring colors, whatever, are very light and they're harder to see. Then it has these whole sheets of words, this whole sheet of words, and in different colors, and they don't all say the same thing. I mean, I'm sure some of the words are on each color, but I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure, because I can see Nothing is Impossible, Pumpkin Spice, Rainy Day, OMG, Burr, I Love Fall. But that's kind of cute. Then you have some squares, or whatever you call them, boxes and circles. And I love fall colors. Then you get some gold alphas. I don't use alphas. I'm trying to do it a lot more, but I haven't been. Falling for Fall, a lot of, like, you know, heading into cold weather thing, tea time, read a book, Sweater Weather, so much fun, love this. Look at the widow, hedgehogs. Oh, and there's even a turkey. And then you get into some Halloween. I love the candy corn colors. Some little ghosties. And I have a question. Why do all of us as paper crafters say ghosties and gemmies and things like that instead of just ghosts and gems? That's so funny to me. Then you get some, like this one's white, and then this is silver foil. These are all silver foiled. See that? And the other page is not. Then you get some of these gold. Wait a minute, I skipped a page. Oh, you get some, what do they call this? Washi strips. I like that. I like washi strips. You get spooky, 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 happy Halloween. And then you get these little, I don't know, diamond type stickers. And then this paper is quite thick. You get coffee pie, some tea. Tea is a theme, I think, that's kind of going around this year. You get I think they're hedgehogs, maybe they're porcupines, I don't know. I really liked this. Let me get up here better. It says Thanksgiving menu. I hope you guys have been able to see this. This one says shopping list, and then just good times, pie time, yum yum, save room for dessert. I thought this was really cute. Things I am thankful for, and you get like 6 of those, and then you get those little stickers, and then you get a bunch of these. Today I am grateful for. That would be really nice to do every day of November, just because November is Thanksgiving and that's what I think of. So that'd be kind of cool to put that in every day and write what you're thankful for. Now all of those were paper. These are clear, and you get reminder, important, priority. So you get 4 of each of those, and then you get these pretty, almost like corner stickers, I would say. And then you get a lot of leaves. And then, now those were paper. These are clear. Then you get like the gold foil. Not like, it is. And then you get somebody tell me, is this a hedgehog or a porcupine? I think it's a hedgehog. And then you get the pumpkin and the pie, and these are paper. It's kind of weird to me how they skip back and forth. Then you get all these book things, Once Upon a Time. So if you're doing a book journal, these would be cool. Or if you're tracking, that's something I thought of the other day, is I don't have a particularly busy life, but sometimes we do get busy. But I haven't tracked, like I haven't logged what I'm watching, what I'm reading, and I was like, oh, I should do that. A lot of people do that. Here's a bunch of coffee mugs, and then a bunch of sayings. Oh, fall, it's nice to see you again. Thankful, grateful, blessed. Fall reminds me that change can be beautiful. Season's greetings. That doesn't seem fallish to me. That's more Christmassy, but falling for fall, and I love fall most of all. And then those are clear, and then you get kind of not really, gosh, can I talk? And then you get a sheet of different words that say, so very thankful, start each day with a grateful heart, family, friends, and food, first day of fall, sweater weather, happy Halloween, happy fall, stay cozy, rainy day. I think we have already had the first day of fall. And then you get these that are kind of gold foiled. They're very bold gold, almost. I had to look twice. I almost thought they were a rose gold. That's why I said kind of gold. My heart is so full, family time, autumn vibes, warm and cozy, time to cook, happy Thanksgiving, cuddle close, super spooky, yum yum. And then you get the little gold foiled leaves, and then you get another sheet, and these say the same as a couple of sheets back. Fall reminds us that change can be beautiful. These are gold foiled, autumn vibes. I like that. So that is it. So that's it, you guys, for me, for Hobby Lobby and Michael's this week. I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to do something in my planner, or I'm going to work on my little Halloween book, because I would like to get that finished up so I can move on to my next project, which is going to be the Prima Cherry, I don't remember what it's called, collection that I got, and I'm going to do like a paper sack album, and it is from a tutorial from Alyssa at Crafting to Coat. So there is that. I am going to be back with a share from Sweet Miss Daisy Designs, and so I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.